Let it go, let it go. Can't afford the real one anymore. Let it go, let it go. Can't get the real one in the stores. This is not the real Figma Elsa. Let the comments rage on. The cost never bothered me anyway. Is that good?
Only as long as Disney doesn't sue us.
Fuck. What is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and I have a co-host here with me.
Janelle Arafiles.
And that's right. What are we reviewing today?
Knockoff Elsa.
Yes, that's right. We're going to be reviewing the Figma Elsa. This is not the real deal. So once again, we're going to say it. Say it with me, people. This is not the real deal because this is a clone, a knockoff, a KO, a bootleg, a China clone, something that you get off AliExpress because you didn't want to spend over $100. Can you believe it? This real deal figure is worth over $100. That's right. This is a fake Figma Elsa. Yeah, this is requested by one of my subscribers. His name is Saibato. I honestly was thinking about reviewing this one for the longest time until he said, "You know what, Dex? Can you review it?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna review it." I've always wanted the real deal. I had every chance to get the real deal. I actually wanted to get one for Janelle, but I said, you know what? She probably won't appreciate it. And now I am paying for it.
She's my favorite princess, okay?
Okay, I know. So therefore, I never bought it. See? Aren't you glad I didn't spend like $80 on the real deal? So that's why we have the fake one. We're going to open it up. We're going to look at paint and detail, articulation, and scale, and accessories. But if you want real deal action figures, where can you go, hon?
Dstar01.com.
That's right, you can go to www.dstartoys.com, reliable source for awesome, real, authentic action figures, not fake ones like this. So let's open her up. Enough of me talking. Let's see if it is worth the $20 US that I paid for her, and I got it off AliExpress. Now, here's a little tip for you people that go on AliExpress looking for this figure. I honestly couldn't find her for a while. I was like, why can't I find her? I put Figma Elsa. It's not working. What you got to do is you got to look like for Figma Frozen. That's what you need to find. Then she'll turn up as like Ice Princess or Ice Queen and stuff like that. So, yeah. You can't find her right off so easily. So let's look at paint and detail here. And we are going to look at her, and she looks pretty decent. Janelle, what do you think so far?
I think she's a pretty decent knockoff.
Yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is not a bad knockoff.
I really am loving this cape. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so we're gonna look at that in accessories, as Janelle's going through accessories. Let me just tell you a few things here that I noticed. Since this is a bootleg and a clone, you'll notice that there are some serious defects here. In fact, it just looks like the skin is just really dirty. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but it looks like this is not perfect. This looks like this figure got really manhandled. Yeah, not good at all. And in fact, you can actually see some really thick applications of paint in her hair. Yeah, this
she's got some wonky eyes.
Yeah, she's got some wonky eyes too. In fact, if you look kind of here, she looks a little bit cross-eyed. She doesn't look like she has a lot of, what's the word I'm looking at? Life, I guess. She looks too much like a, dare I say it, a doll.
Like a porcelain doll?
Yeah, so you know how action figures usually, like especially Figmas, they have a lot of personality. This one seems to me that it is lacking. That's because it's missing a few shades of paint in her face, and the hair just is horribly painted. It's just so thick, it does not really suit well for me. Let's look at her dress. So this is when she sung Let It Go and she transformed and everything like that. It looks pretty good. I'm going to actually look at the box here and see if it looks anything like the real deal. So it does have some, it does remind me a little bit of the real deal, but it looks like the real deal one actually had more glitter on it. In fact, if I'm looking on here, some of this glitter is coming off. I caught some on her face. Actually, none of it's coming off anymore.
Like part of the plastic.
Yeah,
like
so it looks like they, it looks like they just glued it on. I don't know if the real one is like this, because I don't have the real one. But yeah, so yeah, it feels really rough here. I think the real one is like that. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments down below. And let's look at her sleeves here. We have those beautiful bluish icy sleeves right there. And let's look at the bottom of her dress here. We we do have a really nice gradient from the blue all the way to the light blue. So I guess when it comes to paint and detail, for what you're paying, it's actually not bad. Janelle, do you agree or disagree with me? No, she doesn't agree with me.
I'm seeing like 4 different colors of blue. I'm seeing really uneven sparkles. It's just not...
It's not what you would expect.
It's not Disney.
No, it
and
is
her
not.
hair, granted, is very complicated.
Yeah.
So I really can't expect that to be perfect. But the colors are really weirding me out.
Yeah,
like her
it's
sleeves
not...
are like almost violet lavender.
Yeah, it's like a violet lavender. Even though the dress is the best painted part of this figure, when I'm looking at pictures here on the box, it is not accurate. It looks like they went a little too light on the blue here, almost like a turquoise when it should just be a blue to a light blue, not to this bluish green.
It doesn't even match the blue of the tunic part.
Yeah, so let's do a quick articulation check and let's see if this figure is a flippity-floppity mess. And to my surprise, when it comes to Figma clones especially, I know a lot of you people like, hey, can you review this? Most of the time they're really crap and they'll fall apart in your hands. To my surprise, Elsa is actually not a loose mess. To my surprise. Now, let's see if these legs are a loose mess. No, they are not. They actually are decently tight and everything like that. So if you're hoping for a loose mess of a figure, mine in particular does not seem to be having that issue, to my surprise. So enough paint and detail. Let's go into articulation and scale. And thanks to this dress, hold on one second as I try to adjust her shoes. She can actually stand because the dress balances her out, as you can see. So let's see how tall she's standing. She's standing at roughly 5 inches. And of course we have other action figures we got to compare because she is in Kingdom Hearts 3. We have a Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. And yes, these two seem to be working out really well together. And we have other Figmas as well. We have a real deal Figma Diva from Overwatch. And let's see if we can stand her up. So as you can see, these work really well as well. And of course, everyone's favorite Marvel Legends. We have a Marvel Legends Jean Grey. As you can see, she does not scale well with Jean Grey there. The Figmas are definitely smaller. I don't know how big the real one is, so you guys gotta tell me down in the comments down below. Let's talk about articulation now. Now, guys, I'm not a pervert, okay? I just gotta really get to see if her legs are articulated. I'm not doing this on purpose. I have to know. So we have
supervising,
it. Yes.
Okay.
So we have it up and down here at the ankle. We have a really disjointed leg right there. It looks like the shin goes forward too much, and this is due to the fact that a lot of the times when these are cloned, the knee joints are just some random joint that isn't made for the figure itself, so therefore you get this really weird looking like front leg. The shin just outstretches way too much, so it's not perfectly fitted. We have a ball joint here at the inner thigh, and that's enough of that. We're not going to stay too long there. We have a single joint here at the midsection. No ab crunch because we only have, from what I believe, yeah, this is how most Figmas work. There's just a single ball joint at the waist. What happened?
His arm popped out.
Who are we messing with here?
Olaf.
Oh, it's Olaf. Okay, and we do have that ball joint here at the shoulder, single, and it does have a decent bicep swivel. Single joint here at the elbow, one here at the wrist, and it looks like we have one ball joint there at the neck. Does her hair articulate? Yes, it does. It has a ball joint there, so that does count, looking to be a little bit under 20 points of articulation, which is actually pretty common for a Figma. I'm trying to fix her hair now. Hold on one second. Let's see. So, yeah, she could do poses like on the box. See her do her little ice blast thingy right here. Pretty much you're not going to be having her do kicks because the skirt hinders her leg movement. So let's look at accessories here. We get extra hands, which we always look at the end of the video.
I realized why her eyes were wonky.
Why?
Because you can move her eyeballs.
Oh, okay. So Janelle noticed that you can move her eyebrows. I don't have the real one, so
Not
I
eyebrows,
know. Or
eyeballs.
eyeballs. So these are the two extra faces you get. We get the singing one. We get the happy one. And of course, we're going to assemble her beautiful ice gown thingy. And of course, we get Olaf. Let's look at Olaf before we do anything else. Is he painted nicely? No, not really.
No.
He has a really thick coat of paint
Yeah, some weird scuffs.
Yeah, some weird scuffs. As you can see, the line down here is very apparent in my opinion. Does it look like Olaf? Yeah, it does look like Olaf. Is it a very good-looking Olaf figure? I guess I'll leave that up to you. He does have arms that go up and down and fall off real easy, and we have a ball joint at the neck. And I think that is about it when it comes to this Olaf figure. So let's try to assemble this. Everyone, please give me a second as I try to assemble it. Okay, so we just finished the gown here. We do have a very big defect right here. So this third part of her gown, or cape, is this a cape? It's a cape, right? Am I right? That's a cape.
It's a cape.
So let's look right here at Elsa. This part right here was actually supposed to hold this part, and it's snapped off. This came like this. I did not snap this off, so unfortunately you cannot finish the other part of her cape, and that's not going to happen right there. But you know what? She's going to be mostly posing like this anyway, so let's see if we can do something like this. And she could be like, let's try to replicate what's in the photo in the box, and we could have something like that. So, I mean, as long as you pose her like that, it will work, I guess. Sure, why not? Yeah, it's unfortunate that it is broken right off the bat. So let's do a quick face swap. Should be able to just pull that off. It's just like any other. You do get a tool to adjust the eyes. So she's all like wonky. Let's look at this. Let's try to do a looking upwards to the right. Ah, her eyeball popped out. That's creepy. Oh my.
I realized what was wrong with Olaf.
What's wrong with Olaf?
They didn't paint his eyebrows.
Oh, you're right. They didn't paint his eyebrows. Lots of paint apps that are missing, that are messed up on this figure. Okay, so we're going to put the singing face on. And there you have it. Let it go. Right there. There she is, letting it go. So that singing face does seem to fit really well. It doesn't seem to be loose at all. This other face also has adjustable eyeballs. But we're not going to really adjust those right now. We're just going to go like this. Put on this hair. The paint app in this hair is just awful. It's just really bad. It is painted awful.
It just looks broken and speckly.
Okay, and let's see. There's another couple of effect pieces here. We get a stand, but mostly I wanted to look at this. You do get the ice effect pieces, which is really cool. And let's see if we can fit it in the hand. And the answer to that is no, as I bend it. The slots in the hand do not fit this, so that is not going to happen unless you really modify them. Let's do another one here. Hopefully this is okay. This one seems to be fitting a little bit better. As her hand falls off. I'm not going to put on the sleeve just yet, just because I really want this to work right now. There we go. So there she is, shooting off her little ice stuff, or ice beam, or whatever. And I think that's it when it comes to accessories.
She's the Dragon Ball Z kid.
Hey. The person who does Ice Beam is Iceman from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Or X-Men Children of Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Ice Beam! So anyway, let's talk about these figures, Elsa and Olaf. Let's talk about the negatives. Olaf's missing some painted eyebrows. That's not supposed to happen. His buttons are painted awful.
It's like dripping into the snow part.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit off kilter to me, but I could be wrong. It might be the angle of the picture of the original that's throwing me off.
The original Elsa dress, this is more of a turquoise. From what I understand, it's actually supposed to be a light blue. And the paint in the hair is just really, really bothering me. Man. But, and Janelle's probably going to disagree, this actually looks like Elsa. This is a 1/12 scale Elsa. It really does. For $20, I guess you can't really expect the quality control of a Figma action figure, considering that this figure went up in price like drastically, especially after Frozen 2. We're looking at over $100 for the real deal. This is $20. I guess you get what you pay for, right?
You actually get a really good knockoff.
Yeah, it's not awful.
It's just the paint applications we're having issues with.
It feels really weird. Like holding Olaf, this is just feels like a Happy Meal. The hair on Elsa is just nothing that I expect from Figma, of course, but it's a clone. So, and this broke off, which is so unfortunate. I really wanted to complete this cape part, but yeah. For me, this is not a buy. But you know what, for you, if you just really want Elsa to be in your Kingdom Hearts like setup and you can't afford the real deal, this one wouldn't be a bad choice, actually, in my opinion. Most people won't be looking really close at her anyway when they're looking at your collection of cool toys. They won't be like, oh, that Elsa looks awful. Well, no, they probably won't do that. Most of your friends will come over and look at your collection and go, oh, that's cool, Kingdom Hearts. And that's it. That's it. They won't judge you for it. So anyway, that is my take on this action figure. I guess that's all the time we have today. If you're looking for 100% real, authentic action figures, real Figmas, you can always go to
Dstar01Toys.com.
That's right. You can go to www.dstar01toys.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Love your faces.
And let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. It's a fake, it's not real. You pay only $20. Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.